Hi there, my name is Marty, and thank you for stopping by today as I take a look at these Kaweco brand writing and drawing instruments. Instruments just being a fancy name for fountain pen or ballpoint pen or gel pen or mechanical pencil, those types of things. I've managed to amass a small collection of these over the last couple of years, and this one happens to be a brass the Brass Sport, the Kaweco Brass Sport fountain pen. I was in wet paint at my local art store, and here's some specs on the pen. Probably a couple of years ago now, and my friend Darren showed me this pen, and it just felt like I loved it. I love the weight, I love the quality. I'm already predisposed to German manufacturing and German quality, and here look, American quality. I'm trying to put the cartridge in the wrong way. But eventually I'll figure it out here. I haven't taken this pen out for a drive in a little while, and it had the blue cartridge in it. I want to swap it out for a black. So that's just what I'll do. But this particular pen feels really nice in your hand. I suppose if you were to draw or write with it constantly for 4 hours, you might get some hand fatigue depending on what you're used to doing, if you're used to drawing a lot with something or not. And I tend to grip my pens and pencils a little tighter than I should. Probably not the best, but there's a nice audible sound when you pop in that cartridge. But anyway, back to hand fatigue. I don't really feel like I get hand fatigue with this, although again, I haven't drawn for hours and hours with it. It's just a really nice writing and drawing instrument. This happens to be a fine nib, but they come in extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and extra broad or super wide nib, or some people call it double broad or BB. Also, I want to say that this particular pen and all of the Kaweco line of pens take a international cartridge. So kind of that uniform Kaweco cartridge that you can buy just about anywhere. It takes those cartridges. I think you can get some kind of a cartridge refiller, or maybe it's called something else. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think it can be done. You can refill these. This is the regular classic Sport in blue, and this happens to have a broad nib, the one I own. And I like the broad nib a lot. And I don't know if the plastic is high density polyethylene, but one noticeable difference is the nib on these is gold, and the metallic body pens, the brass ones, they're silver. They tend to be silver. So it's one way to tell the difference. And if you look closely at the nib, on the bottom it'll say F, M, or B, or double B, I guess, or extra broad. So you can, although I don't own any extra broad, so I don't know if it says BB or extra broad, or EB. But anyway, on the nib it'll say F. Well, look, I'm trying to jam that in there. What's going on? Aha! There is a cartridge tucked away down there. No wonder it wouldn't fit. But anyway, you look at the nibs and it'll say F for fine, M for medium, and so on. So you get the idea. This really writes smoothly. There's no scratching, skipping. Doesn't matter how fast I go, really, although I wasn't, trying to do some kind of land speed record with these. But I like the broad tip. And these are flexible nibs, so you can press a little harder and get a little bit of line variation, so thin or wider line. Next here up is the another Kaweco AL Sport, AL meaning aluminum. This particular pen is called the Raw, the AL Sport Raw. I don't know why, because it's like chromed out. It's cool, it's elegant, it's classic, it's timeless, it's beautiful. It feels right in your hands. No pun intended. Here's the thing with fountain pens. Like, why own a fountain pen? I don't know. They're cool to use. They're classy. When you take them out in good company, with gentlemen or ladies, they're impressive. And if you're not going to impress them, you can impress yourself. They're highly functional, and I guess they're timeless. That's the other thing. They're just fountain pens are just cool, and these are exceptionally cool because they're very well made. Look, I wrote very fast with this and scribbled very fast, no skipping at all, no like bumps or scratchiness when the ink goes down. It always seems to flow. Yet here's a matte black aluminum sport pen, which is it's like the Ford Mustang throwback, like the Bullet that Steve McQueen drove. I love this color. It's cool. I don't like the color of the ink cartridge that's in it right now, which is pretty dull, and I'm going to swap it out for a red cartridge. And you're going to ask in a little while, why didn't you use the red cartridge in the red pen? That's too easy, right? You want to put the red cartridge in the black pen. That's cool. But anyway, back to the line flow here. Very, very smooth, very nice. No skipping at just about any angle. And this thing, again, like all the metallic pens they have, just feels really good in the hands. Oh, okay. This is the Kaweco aluminum body all sport in, I'll call it Ferrari red, man, because this is like excellent. So you got Ford versus Ferrari right here, color-wise anyway. And looks like I spent the cartridge in here. It's empty. It's a blue cartridge. And I want to go ahead and use a brown or caramel color. And you can see the Kaweco ink cartridges. They're the international fit. They're a universal fit. And oh, that's a nice, it snaps right in. It makes an awesome little sound. So you actually know it's in there. And then you screw it back on, put the cap on the end, and it is the perfect weight to write with. And here's where my journey began, trying to get to the brown ink, because all I'm seeing right now is blue ink. I want to check and make sure the cartridge is seated right, and I'll do this another time or two before the journey's completely over. Now I'm on my second page of trying to run the blue ink out of the annoyingly but awesomely deep reservoir that must be in this pen, in the nib end, because page after page after page, look, where is the brown ink? When is it going to come? Is it in there right? Did I put that in there right? I heard the nice snap, but no, it just kept writing with blue ink, page after page after page. And then I doodled some. Oh yeah, I doodled a lot. Even, tried to ink a crazy little dog. That's a bad drawing. But finally, after like 6 or 7 pages, I got to brown ink, which means that reservoir in the pen holds about, 8 pages or 7 or 8 pages of writing ink right in it. So, or drawing. Well, for some reason, and I'll say they're related, I picked up a clear pen shortly after that, and guess what? You can see how much ink is in the cartridge, but you don't know how much ink is in the reservoir. But you can gamble that it's going to be an annoyingly large amount of ink. And I only say annoyingly, kiddingly, because it's pretty cool that the cartridge is done, but you get another 6 or 8 pages of writing or drawing out of that color, which is cool. I like that clear one. It isn't on the website anymore. Don't know what happened to it, but it's not available. That is a leather pouch that I picked up for like $15 from Kaweco, and you can store up to 2 fountain pens or other Kaweco type pens in that little leather case, which is an extra touch of elegance. Now, what's this? The SketchUp. This is a brass lead holder with clutch. And the clutch mechanism is just activated by pushing on the end, opens the clutch, and you can take out the lead, as you'll see in a second. But this is a monster. It is a beefy instrument. It is heavy even without the lead in it, and or the graphite. But you can see here I'm operating the clutch. It is tight, but not too tight. It's manageable, but you can feel the quality and consistency. in this well precision made instrument. Like if you bought 10,000 of these, you would be hard pressed to find a single defect. Now it is heavy, so I don't know if you could draw for days on end with this thing without getting some hand fatigue, but it is the 5.6 millimeter heavy duty, I'll call it the hefty brass, SketchUp. And they also make that in like a 3.2 millimeter size. And I'll get to pricing and all that in a second, but they make definitely have a variety of different types of pens, pencils, things like that you can buy on their website. We'll visit their website in a second, but basically you can get 7 or 8 different types of pens and pencils: a classic fountain pen, a ballpoint pen, a calligraphy pen, a mechanical pencil, gel pens, lead holders like the SketchUp I just showed you, ballpoint styluses for computers. If you can, we'll go to their website. They just have a variety, including some specialty pens, which are really cool as well. I won't go into detail on those because I don't own any and haven't tried them. I don't like to recommend things I haven't tried, but I'd feel pretty safe recommending Kaweco brand pens because they're really cool. See the little F there on the nib? If you ever look real closely, it'll tell you what what size the nib is, which I like. So here in a second, you'll see the broad tip. See the B there for broad? I suppose double B is for extra broad. But anyway, here's some 4K video so that you can get close up and intimate with these beautiful instruments. Here, look at this. Awesome. Ford black and Ferrari red. I love that. Yeah, they're good. They're just beautiful. And I love using them. And together, when they're all lined up like this, it just makes me happy looking at them. Kaweco Brass Sport. Kaweco, yeah, this, everything about these is nice. That SketchUp is really a nice lead holder. So you get close up, that's like artwork. Classy, cool, timeless, very nice. Someone in 50 years from now will find my pens and go, hey, that dude had some good taste. I hope anyway. But yeah, that's them. Let's talk about prices a little bit before I get to the website here. As we go to the website, the aluminum bodied or metallic bodied pens here are going to set you back anywhere from $80 US to $100 US. Not a cheap investment. But that said, you can pick up the regular or classic sport, the plastic ones, for about $25 US. Not bad. That SketchUp, that 5.6 millimeter lead holder I showed you, that clutch pencil, that is $34. But you can pick up the 3.2 millimeter for about $18 US. So here's their website, and you can see that they make a fountain pen, a gel pen, all these types of pens, rose gold, I guess, different colors, but you can pick up a variation of whatever you want. So if you just want a classy, elegant ballpoint pen, you can get it right here too. So in the same body. Look at right there. See that stone washed? There's a stone washed fountain pen. That thing looks cool, right? That's like magnifique. Beautiful, beautiful pen. And highly engineered German precision. You can't beat that. It's like they make these in a workshop. Are they mass producing these in a factory? Sure, but the German quality control is excellent, right? Here's the stainless or the steel sport pen. It's a stainless steel pen. I mean, I wish I could spring for this right now because I need to add the stainless steel pen to my collection. Just feel the weight of that thing. And it comes in all those different sizes. You can get it in a gel roller. It's just a variety of different ways you can get the platform that you want. So if you don't particularly, for whatever reason, although I wouldn't know what it was, if you didn't like a fountain pen, you could get a different type of tip on yours, whether it's a gel pen or just a ballpoint or what have you, or even a mechanical pencil. So I just, by the way, if you go to the website, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll have the choice between English and German. So if you don't read German or don't understand German, you click on the EN symbol there in the upper right-hand corner, and you can get to the English version of the website, and most of the text will be translated for you. So here is the frosted ones, and these are inexpensive as well because they're really just a classic all sport plastic pen, but in a variety of different kind of translucent colors. Some people really love these colors, and I do too. I just didn't spring for any because like my pen budget is blown. Whenever I go into wet paint or go online to find these pens, I just somehow I can't resist buying another one and trying it out with a different nib. So yeah, so that's the Kaweco website, and this has been really a pretty good look at the Kaweco fountain pens. I'm not a pen nerd. I love pen nerds. I love your passion. I use these to draw and write, and that's their utility for me, but they are wonderful. If you get a chance, follow me on Instagram, Facebook at Owings Art, or check out my website at owingsart.com. And I appreciate you all stopping by today. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.